afternoon to everyone here today. I want to thank Superintendent Smith, Principal Brunette, and Ararat High School's staff and faculty for giving me the opportunity to speak here today. And to all the rest who have helped me along this path, from kindergarten teachers to the school board, I think I represent our whole class when I say I am thankful for your guidance. Today, we're graduating from Ararat High School. We all have made a lot of memories at this school. Good, bad, hopefully more of the former. I look back at those memories and see a lot of things that I've learned. And no matter how cliche it is, there's some truth in saying that you learn a lot from your mistakes. Maybe next time, I won't be too adventurous freshman year and try out the fish sticks at lunch. What I want to talk about are my experiences here at Mount Ararat on making decisions that I won't regret. Take my AP Literature class, for example. Some of the books were good, but some of the books were, well, honestly a bit painful. For every Grendel, there was one A Doll's House. I had more interesting books I could have been reading instead, but I did read every one of those assigned books, despite the pain. It's not that I regret the reading. I think it was the right decision back then. I may have done just as well on the AP tests without it, but hindsight has a way of blinding you. There's no way for me to know for sure if something I picked up in passing was instrumental in getting me through that 3-hour adventure. So just because in hindsight I don't see the direct benefit, doesn't mean I didn't learn from those books. I think we're all at least a little grateful that school is not just sitting in a classroom doing work or tests, though. Sometimes we have to rack our brains for what to pick to eat, instead of for the snap of a falling ball in physics. Especially when the school came out with something new for lunch, inevitably there were things that turned out well, and there were others that didn't. Despite my foolhardy choice of fish sticks early in my career, I still tried the new lunches. And despite some days where I preferred being a bit peckish to finishing, I did come to find quite a few items that stood out. It might be too late now, but I would recommend the meatloaf. It was great. And if there's one thing that study halls are good for at Ararat, they're the perfect opportunity to watch TED Talks, to feel like you're doing something productive. Well, decidedly not. I still remember one gambling strategy that came from one of those. If you bet $1 on a coin toss landing on heads, double your bet every time you lose, and stop betting as soon as you win once, you'll always come out ahead $1. Well, caveat being that you must have an infinite amount of money to start. What I'm trying to say is that failure doesn't imply that your approach or your methods were wrong, and success doesn't imply that you were correct. I'm rather fond of the following quote by the Roman philosopher Seneca. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So, my parting advice to my fellow members of the class of 2018 is to try new things. You may remember the unluckiest times the best, but that doesn't mean that your own meatloaf isn't out there. Sometimes you just have to try over and over again until the law of averages kicks in and your preparation pays off. Thank you.
Please stay in your seats until the entire class is finished marching out. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we present the Mount Ararat High School class of 2018. about time.